If white folks would have just left everybody alone and went to Antarctica or Iceland or some crap, Greenland or some crap, to start your own America there, wouldn't nobody care. Don't nobody care if you want to have an all white America, but leave everybody else alone to have their own too. That's the problem that you seem to completely miss all throughout the current time and in history. Nobody gives a damn if you just leave everybody else alone. Do you understand that you are in the middle, you little pale skinned vampire? You are in the middle of every global conflict there has ever been. Every assassination, every coup. You are in the middle of all of the messy shit all the time. You are at the center of it. When people start investigating, oh, well, I wonder what happened here. I wonder who did this. I wonder how this came to be. Oh, lo and behold, look who's at the center of it, sitting in the damn middle of the room, in the middle of the mess, like a damn mischievous toddler, looking stupid in the face. White folks, specifically white Americans. But I want black people to remember something. White Americans want you to be exactly like them. The reason being, how that started, is because they are Europe's rejects. They didn't just leave. They think that they want you to believe that they just left to start America on this noble trip. No, they were kicked out. They are Europe's rejects. They were removed, thrown out, tossed out from Europe. So they have no place to go but America. So this is why they try to divide you from everybody else in the world. They create negative stereotypes for you. They create negative propaganda for you. They condition and brainwash you into believing the same propaganda. So much so that all the black people now in current time uphold all the negative stereotypes, uphold all of the negativity and bad habits that we have in this community today. We are seeing the result of that historical propaganda play out now, because you got kids that you can't even be positive with. You got adults that you can't even be positive with. And somehow we all sit up here and go, oh, well, it's the dang kids, these dang YNs, and it's the dang women, it's the dang men. No. You're actively contributing in what they want you to contribute in. Divisiveness. We are living and breathing the long-term effect, the result of brainwashing. But you still thinking it's a conspiracy theory, right? Let's go back to the pale-skinned vampire. We don't care about your sundown towns. We don't care about none of your little racist habits, none of your little racist thoughts. We don't care if you would just leave everybody alone. But you don't know. You seem to think the poor pale-skinned vampire, the poor whites, because they kind of slow in the brain, right? They kind of slow. The poor whites, for whatever reason, believe still that nothing's happening in America. And they believe this because it's not happening to them. That's funny, because during slavery, those same whites, oh, well, it's not so bad. We only essayed 1,000 of your women today. That's not that bad. We only executed 1,000,000 children today. We only essayed 1,000 children today. We only chopped off the foots and castrated 20,000 of your men today. It ain't that bad. Oh, I don't see what the hubbub is about. It's the same thing, just evolved. It's the same thing. We're dealing with the same kind of people. Now they just troll you. Now there is a marketplace for black trauma. There's a marketplace for black outrage. There's a marketplace to keep you triggered. There's profit margin in it. People can post videos on these apps triggering you and make money. Let them have their racism. Let them have their sundown towns. Let them have a white country build a black one. Let us have our black sundown towns then. Let us have everything they gonna have. We should have the equal to it. Stop complaining. This is my message to black folks now. Stop complaining about what they doing. Just match they.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Thank you so much for my returning viewers for always coming back and watching my video. So guys, I want you guys to just continue watching this video whereby our black brothers, he has a message to white supremacy. He has a message to black people. He wants black people to unite, to have our own community empowerment. So I want you guys to just watch this video until the end. Then I'll come back with more comment. I'm your host, Leslie J, and kindly, if you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe, like, and also comment. So let's continue watching this video together. All full credit goes to original creators of this video, man called Moses Kane.
I don't know what it is with you supremacists. I don't know what it is with you Trump supporters, you MAGA people, any racists. I don't understand it, because you for some reason get it fucked up and think that you're the only ones with guns and gear and train and all of that. You think just because you got some sellouts that validate your little racist opinions, you think you in the right. Well, I'm here to tell you that, one, history has proven you wrong over and over and over again, and it continues to as time goes on. Not only that, you've violated God's law. Forget supremacist law. You've violated God's law. You've committed cardinal sins all throughout history. I'm here to tell you that, don't get me wrong, you gonna get some of my brothers and sisters, the ones that procrastinate and don't wake up and wise up and arm themselves and train and unite with their brothers and sisters. Yeah, they gonna wait till the last minute and find themselves dead. You gonna get them. But the real motherfuckers that's a part of this community, the real people of color, we just waiting in the shadows. We playing defense just like our ancestors did. We just waiting for you to pop it off. A bunch of sissy motherfuckers talking about, oh, this my country, this my country. No. This is not your country. If it was your country, you wouldn't have used black and brown people to build it. If it's your country, you wouldn't have took out loans from that same tyrannical government that you claim to have fled. If it's your country, you wouldn't need China or Africa's natural resources. You wouldn't need nobody. But it's funny that it's your country, you so patriotic, yet everything in your country comes from outside this country. Every asset in this country comes from outside this country. And to my people, people of color, I love you, but you motherfuckers better wake up fast, because you're gonna find yourself in a very unfortunate situation. The only thing that's important right now is unity, is training, and healing from all the trauma that we suffer from. There is nothing else more important. Not them designer clothes that you spend your whole paycheck on to satisfy some motherfucker that don't give a fuck about you. Not that expensive ass car that you went and got to go impress a bunch of motherfuckers that you probably not even gonna be friends with a year from now. None of that materialistic dumb shit is important. And the faster you realize that, is the faster you can start your process to healing. Is the faster that you can start your process to uniting this community. Is the faster that we can start the process to really fixing some shit. But guess what? Until y'all do so, ain't nothing gonna happen. It's just we gonna continue talking, gonna continue doing a whole bunch of nothing but complaining until y'all do some healing. If you live in a state that is not Second Amendment friendly, move. I get it, easier said than done, Mo. I get it. But what's more valuable, what's more important than the safety of your children? What's more important than the safety of your family and friends? What's more important than the safety of this community? And you should be in a location where you can legally defend your community. If you in New York, California, or any other state that is not Second Amendment friendly, you're fucked already. And for the slow people in the back, gun control was created so black people, so people of color could not arm themselves, which is why they didn't want to make us citizens. They didn't want to make us human, because if they made us human and if we were classified as human beings, then they would have to give us the same rights that they gave the whites, which now we have. Use them and stop being selective and only using the rights that are convenient for you to use. Who does it benefit by you not being armed? Anybody wanting to cause harm on you and your family. Educate yourself and heal. Train and heal. Arm yourself and heal. Unite with the people and heal. There shouldn't be no blood versus blood, Crip versus Crip, GD versus GD, BD versus BD, Vice Lord versus Vice Lord, or any of the in-between. There shouldn't be none of that, because all of your gangs was created to protect the community. So why have y'all not returned to that purpose? I don't want to hear no excuses. I already done heard them all. I already done researched them all. I know about how this government did this and they took all the leaders away and now we ain't got no I know all of that, but how you gonna keep using it as an excuse when we got work to do? Take responsibility, unite, let's repair and heal this community, and we'll deal with the root of the problem, i.e. the supremacists, after we're done with the healing. But for now, you motherfuckers better wake up. If you thinking that just because you from the hood, just because you from the ghetto, that, oh, you just gonna wake up when the war happened, you just gonna wake up when some bullshit happened, and now all of a sudden you proficient in war tactics, you proficient in how to survive, you proficient in how to defend your family. No, that little Glock you got, it ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna be the first ones out the door. You're gonna be the first ones up there sitting in the upper room. So do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, do your friends a favor. Do what it takes. Stop choosing the convenient content route and do what it takes to educate yourself on how to protect your family, how to heal yourself properly, emotionally and mentally, and then watch how the momentum from that propels this community. How did white people mess up a 400-year head start? How did this happen? How is it that a nation of people, a race of people, held people of color by the collar while they allowed their people to get a 400-year head start? You sabotaged anything we could have done. We couldn't read, we couldn't write, we couldn't unify in any way, we couldn't congregate in any way. We weren't even considered human. See, this is why I am so proud to be black. I'm so proud to be a person of color, because we have the best story ever told. Regardless of what criticisms I've given my people, regardless of what critiques, regardless of what I've said about my people, I still view us as the greatest. And by us, I mean people of color. Don't you know who you are? These people held you by the collar, held you in place so you couldn't move, learn, do nothing by yourself. Also, they can stay ahead of you. Do you understand what that means? That means that they know how powerful you all are. They know how powerful a black woman is. They know how powerful a black man is. Because if they didn't, guess what? They would have pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps and built America on their own instead of going and kidnapping slaves. Oh, wait, white man, I know what you about to say. Oh, but black people weren't the only slaves. No, we weren't. But we were the only ones who've had our identity completely stripped from us. We are the only ones who have been completely separated and don't even know the origins of African Americans. Oh, but Africa sold you guys into slavery. No. The very few chiefs, kings that did that cooperated, were considered outcasts, alienated, were considered traitors well before that transaction even happened. And plus, it's kind of hard to deny a transaction when we ain't got nothing but bows and arrows and y'all showing up on ships with rifles, making offers that we literally cannot refuse. Let's not forget how America plays. Let's not forget how America presents you with an offer, but the offer is really rhetorical. It's really a trick question. Throughout all the trial and tribulation, throughout all the horrific acts done by you, we are still here. So I ask again, how did you fumble a 400-year head start? How did you fumble a point in time where you were trying to completely eradicate people of color and you couldn't do it. That's why I be so mad at my people. That's why I be so disappointed in my people. That's why I be on y'all the way I be on y'all. Because these motherfuckers know who you are. These motherfuckers know how powerful you are. These motherfuckers know your potential. They just convinced you that your potential is low. They convinced you that you're a nobody. They convinced you that you are nothing and you are lesser than them. When if that was true, they would have built America on their own. They wouldn't have had to go and get them slaves. They wouldn't have had to deal with Africa at all. They wouldn't have had to take out loans from that same tyrannical place that they say they fled from. They wouldn't have had to create alliances with France. They wouldn't have had to use Christianity to start the slave trade if they were so great. How did y'all white folks mess up a 400-year head start? It's the same thing. Every 4 years, they blaming every issue in America on people of color, on immigrants, when you're an immigrant, on Joe Biden, on Kamala Harris, on Barack Obama. They blame it on everybody except the motherfucker that created the system that we in. White people now are like, oh, woe is me, the country's going to shit. Oh my God, the immigrants. Oh my God, we're gonna lose this. Oh my God, the tyrannical government. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? The America's going to shit. No, America's been shit. You just now finding out. You late to the party. Why did you not listen to people of color when we told you all of this back then? See, when it was beneficial to be white, you ignored all of us. But now that your privilege is virtually gone, dead, because the same system, the same government, the same media that you put in place has gotten greedy and now sees you, white man, as a target too. Yes, you have privilege, or at least you had it. And this is usually where they start whining, oh, what privilege do I have today? The 400-year head start that your ancestors gave you, that's a privilege. The fact that y'all were allowed to run full sprint as far as you can run while everybody else was held in place trying to run. Can't get nowhere because they are held by their collar, by your ancestors. How did y'all fumble a 400-year head start? God, I love being black. I love being a person of color because do you understand the level of failure that is? Every 4 years, this damn country's on the verge of collapse. Every 4 years, it's the same policies being presented. Every 4 years, it's the same promises broken. And guess what you all do? Still participate in this system. But when shit go bad, hey, we need to change this. They're not going to change nothing. You know why? Because your vote is free. You don't demand nothing for your vote. You don't demand nothing for the dollar. You don't demand nothing for nothing. So why would they respect you? Why would they help you? Why would they rebuild America in the image it's supposed to be in when you're paying for corruption? Why would the devil change the devil's ways if you keep playing the same game that the devil likes to play? Here go the whites. It's Kamala Harris, it's Joe Biden, it's Barack Obama. No. If all whites aren't racist, then you shouldn't have an issue with what's about to be said. My goal is to take 10,000 brothers and destroy every sundown town in America. My goal is every time on the news, a little black girl gets slammed on her head by a racist, corrupt cop, we go find that cop and do the same thing to his little girls. My goal is whenever a brother gets downed, unalived by an officer, every time a sister gets downed, unalived by a racist cop, we go and down him and one of his family members. See how he like it. That's my goal. When I could put together a group of brothers, a very large group of brothers with that purpose, I don't care about what the consequence is for it. I don't care about the repercussions for it. I don't care about the challenges that we would face trying to do it. You know, and I know it needs to be done. So when I can grow large enough to where I can organize brothers to wherever something pops up on the news, such and such unalived by law enforcement, video pops up on a screen, a young brother, young sister gets shot in the back 20 damn times for holding up a dang wallet or a cell phone, gets tased for nothing, gets punched in the face in the middle of a traffic stop. When these things happen, I want to be able to show up with brothers and punch you in your face and see how you like it. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about the fear attached to it. I don't care about the hesitation or the caution. The fact is, it's only one way to deal with a bully.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
We've all been taught to walk away, turn the other cheek. Success is your best revenge. If that's the case, why the hell they don't take that route? We know the Klan operates in every branch of government. The Klan operates in every branch of power in this country, in corporations, in judicial branches, in law enforcement, everywhere. So why can't we operate at the same capacity? You might say, they're not gonna let us do that. They're not gonna.
If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch.
I don't care what they not gonna let us do. Just do. We have to, at some point, we have to stop with this whole what they gonna let us do crap. Just do. If we can't have our own systems, then we start robbing theirs blind. If we can't have our own corporations, we can't have our own political figures, we can't have our own America, our own version of America, then destroy theirs. Stop peacefully coexisting with what you know is not beneficial towards you. You already know, we already know, they do everything in their power to make the poor whites feel like we just lying. We out here fabricating stuff.
Filthy motherfucker.
They've been doing it since slavery, ain't nothing new. But they do that to keep the poor whites focused on attacking us, and they keep us attacking each other. We really don't care nothing about the poor whites, but they keep throwing rocks over a dang hill and hiding their hand. So then eventually we got to turn around and look at them and deal with them. But the more important issue is, why do we keep living in fear of someone, of something that has always had to cheat?
Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you have just watched that full video, and all full credit goes to original creator of this video, who is Moses Kane. You can just go and search him in TikTok. His handle is Moses Kane. So Moses Kane, he has a message. I hope you have just watched that full message towards the white supremacy, towards the black community. And one thing I have realized about this message is all about the unity. It's all about to stay silent, because black Americans, they have been silent on other issues, and that's why you find that silence really made there was people to really panicking. And he's telling us that instead of complaining, or maybe complaining about the system, he wants their black to have their own community empowerment. So when we will have their own community empowerment, we will not really depend on these white people. And that's why he also shifting towards the political career, saying that the MAGA voters, they really voted in for the Donald Trump, and now things has turned against them. So he's really trying to pass a critical message to us to know who we are, because you find that in the recently years, we have seen majority of the black community really complaining so much about the system of the United States, how the system is really affecting the black community, because we all know very well how this system already built ready to destroy the black community, to destroy and making these white people to be benefited more. And also, during this system was due period, we have now seen the black people, they being not really given the voting rights, not given the equality, missing missing the development in their own community, missing so many things during the slavery time. During our slavery time, we were not given fully what we were just deserved, because you find that when we are not given the education, we are not given the education, we are not given the what I can call it the voting rights. You find that these voting rights were only available to the white supremacy, and that's why Moses King is coming out and say that instead of complaining, let's build our own community. And also he's really trying also to shift to the history of the America, because America, Black American, they have really voted this, fighting for this America for 400 years. Imagine fighting for their own country for 400 years. And he's really trying to say that we can leave this America to be called the white America and concentrate on our own Black America, because we can only build our Black America and leave this white America. That is the message that this Moses King is really trying to pass to the Black community, to come out and really stop complaining about this system. And also he's also telling us how we must now wake up, because this is now the waking call. And this is a testing thing. Wherever the Black voices goes silent, always there was people start complaining that why the Black people, they are not participating in protest, why the Black people are not complaining, why the Black people are not suffering like us. Because of what? Because we the Black people have really chosen silent over the fighting. Because many years ago, these white people, they really think that the Black people that were just born to be suffering. But one thing they have now realized, that our voices of going to the street, our voices of the protest, they really helped America a lot. But now look the things how it is now. Look how the Maka people are really coming out and crying out how their cost of living is really killing them, how they are not really maybe managing the America now, and America is falling. That's a kind of deal. America is no longer America we're used. And that's why you find now that the majority of the Maka people, majority of people, they prefer the leadership of the Barack Obama. They want the recent administration to come up and really rule this nation. And that's why Moses King is saying that no, he don't want us to fight for maybe rights of ours. Let's just build our own community, and we call it Black American, and leave this, call them the white American. Have you think that why this White House, we are going the White House? The name White House, this resembles this racism, because the name itself is the White House. Why? And we have so many minorities in America, but you prefer calling that is the public office like a White House. And that is the things that really Moses King is really telling us to wake up, so that we do away with this white supremacy and really concentrate on empowerment of our own community, so that we can really access the good education, voting right, and so many things. So guys, do you think this message to white supremacy from the Moses King is really right? So I want to hear from you guys about this message. I'm your host, Leslie J, and kindly, if you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe to this new channel. Subscribe, like, and also comment, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Bye for now. See you in the next one.